Okay, so good evening, guys. I hope you're doing well. So, welcome to the MindHack event. We're gonna be doing MindHack coding inspiration projects today. We're gonna be looking at the projects and ideas regarding the MindHack, and we'll get to know that what projects you can do in MindHack coding concepts. Maybe you can add some stories, you can add some games. So we're gonna be looking at that. So I hope you guys ready. Okay, so maybe I'm gonna share my screen first, okay, and then I'll recap the concept of the mind hack again. I hope so. You have also learned the concept behind mind hack before Coach New. I think Coach New have described what is actually the concept behind and what we're going to be doing in this concept. So basically, I'm going to recap everything MindHack, and then we look some projects in MindHack regarding coding. Okay. So let's go. I'm going to share my screen then. Okay. So as you guys see my screen. Okay. So let's recap again the idea of this theme, MindHack 2026, Guardians of the Planet. So Guardians of the Planet, what is it about? How it works? I mean, what is the concept? So basically, guardians means protect. Okay, so you can say if it's guardians of the planet, so we are basically counting as protecting our planet from something. Maybe if it's some issues, some problems, maybe some disasters, maybe some like worldly things which needs to be fixed. We can then highlight those things on, and we try to save our planet. So that's the basically idea of this theme. So the next thing is the coding part. Today, basically, the meeting is about coding, where you can actually make some projects regarding doing some coding part. You can try to make some games, doing some stories regarding this theme. So before doing the coding part, we have like 3 groups. So basically there's a wizard, which is basically between 6 to 10 ages. And then we have heroes group, which is basically between 11 to 14. Then we have a masters group, which is basically between 15 and 17 ages. So there's going to be 3 groups. So according to that groups, we're going to be making the project, and we're going to be competing accordingly with the age groups. So the next thing is the timeline overview. I hope you have read about this thing in our page. This is the whole timeline overview, like the meetings, the submission date, and especially the last thing is MindHack, when it's going to start. So today, as it's 21st July, so we are doing the meeting according to game creation and coding part. So for example, here, one of our coding example is basically Python that's related to Python games. You can make a story, okay? So one of our students have made like a story game in Python. So basically you can make a game and like a story regarding making Python code. So basically it depends if you want to do in like a Python or a JavaScript or C++. So we have some criteria as well. You can make like a HTML, CSS page as well for your project to show. Maybe you can make simple Python codings. You can make a Scratch project. You can make a functional project, which is basically JavaScript. So if somebody know how to do that, so we have that criteria to make some game designs or any story project. So basically here, if you see here, we have storytelling, we have animations. If you like animations, you can go into that. And the last one is programming, which is basically coding. So here, see, we have one project. As you see one example here. So you can create something like that as well. So the story was about Megalodon. So you can choose some options, and if you choose the correct options, you actually get it to the nice story ending. Otherwise, you're gonna die by Megalodon. So that was the story was about. And the next story is basically a scratch where you actually see we are collecting a trash. So when you collect a trash, you get some scores. So this is a very easy and simple project according to kids' ages. You can add more creative things inside it as a story. You can add some more obstacles, like some things more which is make your score negative. Like you can add some good things, like if you collect that and put it into trash, that's gonna be a negative score into that as well. So it's a very simple project according to Scratch. You're gonna clean trashes. So basically when we clean trash, you get some scores. And one more thing I need to highlight, when you make a project, there must be an inspiration for others as well. Like they get educated, they get, there's something they're gonna learn from your project. Like for example, this project, if it's about cleaning trash, so some people, they're gonna learn from your project, like we don't need to throw trashes outside, we need to actually put it into our trash bin. So that's how we actually educating people as well through your project. So that would be a main point as well, to try to educate others through your project. And the second thing is basically trying to show your skills, basically, that you can do make some projects with the coding and game designs. Let's go and see the next project. Okay, so there's one more project. Basically, it's also a Scratch project where someone made a platformer game, and you collect the plastic bottles, and then also you play a game as well. So it's basically a very good mixture where you're educating people, plus you're also playing a game. So it's actually a fun thing to try. Like you can actually collect the trash bottles and plus play a game. So there's somehow you connect some of the things with the fun part and also educating others as well, like cleaning our trash. Let's go to the next example as well. Let's see what happens. Okay, so this thing, I might show that this is a game. Basically, I'll send the link as well inside your chat. You can check, there's this game is basically made in Unity, or you can use Godot as well to make some games. Accordingly, they provided some movements, they provided some mouse clicks. Like if you click it, you're gonna talk, you're gonna press some keys, then you try to save the world. So basically they're trying to save the world from something. So there's a very good story behind it. I will not break the suspense, but you can look out this thing by yourself. I'm gonna send this link as well into your chat. Okay, so this is a very good example if you are into Unity or Godot, making games. So you can try this thing as an idea for making a project regarding Guardians of the Planet. Let's see another example. Another example might be from, this is also a Unity and some Godot projects where you make a 2D project. So somehow to the audience who are into 3D and 2D development games, so they can try this thing as well. They can make either 2D games or either 3D games. It's up to you, okay? But the concept should have a message around it so that others should learn and also see your creativity in your project as well. So this one I also send you in the chat as well as a link, so you can still see out for yourself, okay? Okay, let's go next one. Okay, this is the last one. This is also some of the story. The story is behind like a guardian spirit. So basically you're trying to protect the tree from enemies. So there's a story about tree. So you can still look it on. I will not break the suspense again. So I'm gonna send this link in the chat as well so that you can play this as well and try to know what was suspenseful for you guys and what did you learn from this project. And you can use it as inspiration for your project as well. So as I said, you can try making a storytelling, you can make an animation, you can do programming code. So basically depends how you do it. Let's see some next examples. I'm gonna show some Scratch examples some of our CIY kids made. So it was also very easy projects, but I wanted to show you as a storytelling point of view and also the game mechanics you can add. So let's see that as well. I'm gonna share it to you. Okay, I hope you guys see my screen now. Yeah. So the thing is, this game is related to litter games. So basically, again, it's related to trash. You try to collect the trash and you get some scores, and you also get the collection as well, like litter collector. So let's see how it goes.
Hello everyone, please make this place clean. Use arrow keys to move and space key to pick the litter. Click on the button to start the game.
So see guys, so they added an instructions as well, where you start with the beach and there's a nice backdrop, there's a nice view. So you try to explain your game as well, like with a good thing, and then you add some menus about it. Like if you want to start the game, you have to click the button. So this is somehow you can add your own things inside your as a first page. Like you can add some menus. You can add a story behind it. Like, okay, this is a litter game. This is a trash collector game. So we went some out there on the beach and we saw trash. So let's start collecting the trash. So before starting up, you can collect. You can start with the button on it. So you can click the button and start. So see here. So if I click the button, we have some things here. So the story told us that you need to press the space to collect the trash. So if I press space, it's gonna collect the trash one by one. So for example, I'm gonna collect, I get 2 scores, see? If I go here, I'm gonna collect this one. So somehow, see, you need to be very good player to collect this one as well. So now you can see, like you can judge how someone have made. As I see, you will see a green button. So basically he used as a sprite touch method to actually collect the thing. So either you can make like this, or either you can try some other things. Maybe you can add a mouse click as well. You can add some other keys to collect the trash, and you will get scores. And there's a trash bin, then you can put everything in the trash. There you go. So you get 11 scores. And this is a very simple game. One more thing I wanted to add, like you can add a end screen as well, where you can summarize your game that, okay, it was a good to collect the trashes, and we have cleaned our place with a very nice things. We're educating people as well to clean your surroundings. Now let's see some other examples. Okay, I'm gonna show you one more, which is about saving water. So it's basically regarding the people who turn on the tap and don't like close it, the water is still dripping on. So you can still like share a knowledgeable experience with that through your games. So for example, this one. So it's like a 2-player game, if you can see. So 2-player people have to save the water, and you will get some scores. Again, it's a very easy thing to make it. So if you like go here, the other player have to play with WASD. So you can add some good movements to add some scores. Okay. So I guess, see, so you got the scores, and whoever gets to, I don't know, so I don't know if he has some conditions. So if you get to 100 scores, you will win. Yeah, so this is a very easy concept as well. So you can add as like a story starting game point of view. Then after that, you can add stories into that as well. Like where the scene changes, you get to another place, and then you do something else. And at the end, again, what I said, you can educate people by telling that, hey, we don't have to waste the water. We have to save the water as well because it's a part of our lives. So everyone has a right to use water. We don't have to waste water by flowing as a tap water or maybe sink if you go to bathrooms or something like that. So this is actually a nice educative project as well with the very easiest projects. This is one concept you can make it on as well. And I think it's also be very good. And the last one, basically it's about ocean. The story is about like, when people go to the oceans and beaches, people throw trashes over there. So this is somehow one of the educational point of view as well. Like when you go there, you don't have to litter everywhere. You have to care about the environment. So basically people throw litter in the oceans, which is actually very dangerous for our sea lives. So you can educate people through like this. So there's a diver who go inside and try to collect their trashes. So basically, in this thing, he made the movements on the screen. So it's up to you guys if you want to make the movements with the keys or maybe on the screen. So some people did it in a very easiest way, but you can add more creative things into it where you can move with the mouse keys or maybe use arrow keys to move right, left and right. So then you actually get some scores. So there should be a nice movement to get some good projects. So that's how you collect the trash. So one thing I was telling you about, there's no ending part of it, but there's going to be a very nice point if you add some ending to your stories, and it's going to be educated ending, like where you can actually educate other people why not to litter like the ocean, or why to save water, why we need to clean the trashes. So there should be one thing where people get educated by your project. So that's the one point of view. You need to educate the others by your skills and by your projects and your creativity, how you actually make good designs, maybe project, maybe codings. So it all depends upon how you make it creative, your story. Okay, so that's one of our projects today. Like you can collect trashes, or if there's a story game you liked, maybe if there's anything which clicks up to get into your mind, you can do that as well. But yeah, at the end of the point, you need to educate others why we need to protect our planet. So that's one of the theme of our project. In the coding concepts, you can use Scratch, you can use Python, you can use JavaScript, you can use C++ or any other, like if someone knows how to do Unity or Godot, they can make as a game project as well. So that's all for today. If there's any question, you can actually send me in the chat, or we're gonna send you an email. You can still ask if there's anything you want to know the criteria of the project. You want to know what software you can use. I actually said already, but you still can find on our CIY page. So you can still look it on, but if still you get trouble into something, you can still get into our emails and ask anything. So that is one of our projects regarding coding concepts. So wish you luck for the MindHack, and I hope you guys shine together as a unity. So let's do it as together. If you are guys as a team, let's work as a team. So good luck. And if you have any questions again, you can ask me. I'm going to give you 10 more minutes, and then we'll go off.